Welcome everyone. My name is Taruni Sharma and I will discuss about subject production and operation management with you. Basically, if we are talking about production and operation management, it is made up of two different words. Number one is production and number two is operation. And the club of these two words is made production and operation management. First of all, we will see that what is the meaning of production and what is operation and how they will make the word production and operation management and what are the basic management functions are involved in production department and in operation departments. So these are the contents which I will going to discuss with you. Number one is meaning and definitions of production and operation management, nature of production and operation management, the scope of production, and what is production cycle, what are the classifications of operations, or we can say the types of production, and what is the organizational structure and line of production and operation management and some other topics included in my first lecture which I'm going to discuss with you. So first of all we will start with the meaning of production and operation. Basically, production means the conversion of raw material to the conversion of finished good, or the availability of raw material in the organization and the conversion of that raw material into the proper finished good is called production. Let's see the definition is production management involves application of planning, organizing, directing and controlling to the production processes. It means production function, we can say the conversion of raw material to the finished good is clubbed with the management functions and then it will make the term production management. Management functions, as we all know, the basic management functions are planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and staffing. So, how can we implement these management functions with the production processes? It's called production management. Production management is the process of managing production inputs or to produce output. Inputs can be raw material, labor, capital, management, methods, everything, or we can say all six M's are involved as input, and then how they convert into the finished product is called production management. For companies that manufacture products, production management is necessary to ensure the operations and logistics run smoothly. Production management goes hand in hand with operation management. With the addition of operation management with the production management, we can say that we can easily implement all the other functions with the production and how we available our product in the market with the help of supply chain management. So the companies which are going to manufacturing the products, or we can managing, we can say the manufacturing of raw material to the finished good. So these are basically necessary to ensure that all the operations are going smoothly in between the organization or in the internal environment as well as in the outer environment, so we can easily available our product in the market without any disturbance or without any barrier. Production management goes hand in hand with operation management. Yes, through the operation management we can easily go for the smooth functioning or step by step production process with the help of different kind of operations. Now, production management refers to the application of management principles to the production function in the factory. When the production function, we can say a production management apply in particular organization, we take the help of management with operating these functions in the factory. In other words, production management involves the application of planning, organizing, and controlling the production process. Next, we are going to move towards the definition of operation management. What is operation management? Basically, operation management is the process in which resources or inputs are converted into more useful products. Okay, it consists of various tactics such as scheduling of work, assigning of resources, including people, equipment, managing inventories, assessing quality standards, processes, types, decisions, and the sequence for making individual item. Here we see that operation management is a broad term as comparison to the production processes. Yes, because operation management not only working for the conversion of raw material to the finished good, but it adds some value to this particular product, or it works for the scheduling of the workers, to assigning the task to workers, or which kind of raw material are using, so the availability of raw material, the availability of people, equipments, what kind of equipments, tools, tactics we are using, what kind of machineries we are using. Okay, it helps for managing the inventories. It is also an operation. Assessing the quality standards, the product which we are going to produce, is it quality effective or not? It is okay with the measuring quality, or different processes, type decisions, with what kind of processes is going in the particular production department, and the sequence, what will be the sequence, the overall process of this organization is called an operation management for making individual items, because we are working basically to make the products or finished goods. So all the things are involved for making efficient production or efficient supply of that production in the market. Now, operation management is the administration of business structure. Okay, operation management works to evaluate that or assess that particular process which is involved in a business. Or here we will analyze that the structure we are following in a production process is helpful for production or not. Next is the practices and the processes to enhance efficiency and maximizing profit. Here, basic motive is to how to enhance the profit of overall organization. It refers to the management of functions that business needs to run effectively day to day, including. Now, basic function of operation management is to handle every day, every hour production processes, or every each and every operation is going in particular business organization. Okay, so it is including number one, overseeing multiple departments and providing goals. Here, operation management is working to see that in different departments what type of work scheduled or what type of work assigned that particular organization or that particular unit, and what are the basic goals of each and every unit in the organization. Next is overseeing and streamlining processes. Here, the work of operation management is to check each and every process and make a proper streamline or step by step processes. We can say the work is going in a proper direction. Next is balancing revenue and cost. Here, uh, operation management works for balancing our overall revenue and how much cost is involved in that kind of operation or production management, and how we balance that revenue for, we can say, the yearly revenue, or we can say the monthly, or what is the cost we have involved in our organization, and what we want from the product, or we can say from the market after selling this product, and what will be the actual price of the product. That will also decided by the production and operation management with the help of top management. Next is the developing strategic plans. How we say that what type of product we are going to make, okay, and what will be the price, what kind of raw material we are using, is the product quality is good or not. These all the decisions will take by the help of operation management, because these are the strategic plans, or we can say the strategies made by different departments through the help of top management. Next is production, logistics, and supply chain. Here, operation management works for production processes, to maintain logistics, or to maintain the supply chain. If there is a problem in supply chain, or there is a problem in logistics, the selling of the particular product or availability of the particular product in the market will also be delayed. Now, next, move towards the production and management brief history. Basically, in the ancient era, we can say how the production and operation management work. Are they using different strategies, or are they using that kind of material which is effective for the organization, or is they we can say uh, were they working as per the proper scheduling or not. So let's talk about the history, how the organizations applied production and operation management. In general concept, operation management is wider term used in the place of production management. Basically, if we talk about the ancient eras, they basically work for the operations. Okay, they were not emphasized on productions. They were emphasized to the operation management. In the early 20th century, F.W. Taylor implemented Smith's theory and proceeded for scientific management throughout the vast manufacturing complex of his day. So, in early 20th century, F.W. Taylor have implemented the theory is called a scientific management throughout the vast manufacturing complex of his day. He said that a manufacturing process is a very vast process. Okay, and it is using scientific processes for the conversion of raw material to the finished good. Next, during 1930s to 1950s, the operations management became the more widely accepted term. As F.W. Taylor work become more widely known. Now, the Taylor work will be more widely. He said that 1930 to 1950, the operation management become more wide, and the manager developed techniques that focused on the economic efficiency in manufacturing. In the previous concern of production and operation management, the people were working only for to earn the profit. or they were not added the value to that production processes. Only they were doing the work for only for their livelihood, not they are using the production processes, or we can say the using of proper production and operation management. After the 1970, or in 1970, the operation management emerged with two distinct changes. The most obvious of these, reflected in the new name operation management, was a shift in the service and manufacturing sector of the economy. Now, what first of all, in the 90s, 30 to 1950, the production process is only for the goods, but they were not working for the services. But now, in 1970s, the production process is totally shifts toward goods and services and the manufacturing sector of the economy. And they were a big participator of economy. Textile industry in England has gone through a steady change. In 1970, in England, the industrial market has been improved through the steady change. And what kind of changes has done? They replaced people with machines, because in older concepts, there were no any kind of machine present in the manufacturing processes. But now people work, or handwork has reduced by the help of machines. Now the water and mule power instead of human power. Now we are using water power or mule power as comparison to the human power. Now, the nature of production changes from cottage to factory, because in the earlier time, the people were using the production and operation management only in a small places, or we can say in cottages. But when the things are changing, the cottage has changed towards the factories. Now different factories established, and the different machines also using in that kind of factories, as comparison to the manpower, and the manpower work has reduced by the machines. So this is in 1987. If we talk about James Watt, they started working on the steam engine. Okay, but in 1794, it was built first cotton gin to separate cotton seeds from the cotton fibers. Etty Whitney was another producer who built cotton gins. In 1990, it began mass production of muskets. In 1801, it introduced concept of standard interchangeable parts to allow the use of less skilled labor who produce these muskets. Now move towards early 90s, 100, we can say 1900 era. Henry Ford Works introduced assembly lines and manufacturing to produce Model T cars. Here he works for as an assembly line and produce a model car. Durable, inexpensive at or automobile. Basically, the car which they have produced, that were very durable, inexpensive, and it was automatic. Next is extensive vertical integration. He worked for the vertical integrations. Next is coordinated supply and production, was really the first just in time production. Here they work for the coordination of supply and production, and then the term just in time produce. Just in time means after the finished good is ready, it is delivered at that time only. There will be no any inventory of the supply. Okay, and directly we can say it is linked with the supply. Now, 90s 11, we can say a principle of scientific management were evolved. Here, the scientific laws govern works, so scientific methods can be used to analyze work. Workers are different, so match workers of their job and then train them throughoutly. They assign the workers as their own skilled. We can say if a person knows the plumbing work, so they assign the work as per their skills. If a person knows about the electricity work, they gives the work to as per their own skills, or if a person is good for making handicrafts, give the work to that kind, or if a worker is repairing a repair worker, so they have given the work as per their own skills. Next is use employ self interest to motivate. They basically works for the motivation. Here the term motivation has started, in which we see that how to use the self-interest, how to enhance the self-interest of the workers. Now, the separate the responsibilities of workers and managers. Here they are separated the work, what the manager will do and what the workers will do. And managers will check that the worker is doing the work in a proper manner or not. Now, in 1923 to 1946, CEO of General Motors completed with Ford through innovation. Here, the CEO of General Motors, who were working for the Ford company, innovate the proper production. Alfred P. Sloan's, he had developed the strategies of marketing different cars with different features and prices. The installment selling GMAC users used car trade-ins or motivate styling annual design changes. Now, just think about in 1950 and onward, computer and communication departments are, we can say, developing. Okay, the combination of computer and communication in reshaping the way we do the business and service activity. Here, the computer has generated, or we can say, the communication departments were working with that as per the technological advancement. AOL or Time Warner mergers has been implemented. The operation and the computer 1960s to onward, we can say they have started the working on computer, and computer are now involved the design in the and the production. What kind of design we are using, or what will be the future design of the product, that all will be we can say was developed through the computer. Okay, next is the development of model for solving operational problems. Next is to communication improvement increased capabilities. Now, in 90s 81 or onwards, speed 272 time faster. Now that working time or production time has enhanced to 272 time faster. Okay, we can say double, triple, or we can say more than that, because all the machine has installed everywhere, and the computer system were using for we can say to communicate with the computers or information technologies. Now the memory were using 62,500 times more. The cost of, will be we can say 28.8% of 1981 cost. Now we can say some examples of operating by remote control. The machines which we were using, they were uh, they were implemented by, or they were working through the remote control or controlling through the remote controls. Now the paperless book stores. Now the stores were become paperless because the working has started through the computers. All data was saving in that kind of computers so that we can go through the efficient production processes. Now, let's move towards what is the concept of operation and what is operation processes. An operation is defined in terms of the mission it serves for the organization, technology it employs, and the human and managerial processes it involves. Basically, operation is an organization can be categorized into manufacturing operation and service operation. Basically, operation department works and they categorized the overall working of the organization into two parts. First part is manufacturing organization and second is service operations. The manufacturing operation is conversion process that includes manufacturing yields a tangible outputs, a product, whereas a conversion process that includes service yields and intangible outputs, a deed, a performance and efforts. Now, the distribution between manufacturing operation and service operations. Basically, following characteristics can be considered for distinguishing manufacturing operations with service operation. Number one is tangible or intangible output. Second is consumptions of output, nature of work, degree of customer contact, customer participation in conversion, measurement of performance. Now, what is operating system? Operating system converts input in order to provide output which are required by the customer. In production, we can say in production departments, we are only converting the product, but in operating department, we are taking the feedbacks to the customers and then we start the production as per the customer requirement or customer need. It converts physical resources into output, the functions of which is to satisfy customer wants, to provide some utility for the customer. In some of the organization, the product is physically good, while in others it is service or hospitals. Now we will see that either we are working for manufacturing organization or service organization. So the work will be done as per the need of the customer. If they want goods or if they want a service. Bus and taxi services, tailors, hospitals and builders are the example of an operating system. We can say, as per the Everett E. Adams and Ronald J. Ebert, he has defined operating system. An operating system of an organization is a part of an organization that produce the organization's physical code and services. Now, an operating system is a configuration of resources combined for the provision of goods or services. What is operation management? It is a framework of managing operation. As we have already discussed about in operation definition, that it is a proper pro forma, or we can say a layout for managing all the operations in the organization. The plannings, we can say organizing, directing, controlling of all the operations in the or we can say in particular units. What is planning? Activities that establish a course of action or guide future direction, decision making in the planning. The operation manager defines the objective for operation, subsystem of the organization and the policies and procedures for achieving these objectives. So basically, planning works for the which kind of course of action we are going to do, and they gives the guide of these operations and decisions, for making these operations and decisions, or this is that gives us, or can say help us to making the policies and procedures for upcoming production processes or service operations. This stage includes clarifying the role and focus of the operations in the organization's overall strategy. It also includes product planning, facility designing, and using the conversing process. Next one is organizing. Organizing is an activity that establishes a structure of tasks and authorities. It means now we have to, after the planning, organizing work start, and here we make a particular structure of tasks and authorities. Now, operation managers establish a structure of roles and flow of information within the operation subsystems. Here, in organizing, the operation manager works to establish a structure of what kind of roles, duties, and responsibilities will give to the workers, and how the information will flow in that subsystem or that operational subsystem. They determine the activities required to achieve the goals and assigned authorities and responsibilities for carrying them out. Here, the manager will determine the activities required, or to achieve the goals, what types of authorities and responsibilities will use to implement. Okay. Next we can say a managing term works with the operation management is controlling the activities that ensure or assure the actual performance in accordance with planned performance. Here we will check that actually the work is going in that kind of direction which we have planned or not. Now we will go for the comparison processes. If the after the comparison we found that yes, the work is not going in a proper direction, now we have again go for the planning process. Or here we see that to ensure the plans for the operation subsystems are accomplished, the operation manager must exercise control by measuring actual output and comparing them to planned operation management. Now, the controlling cost, quality, and schedules are important function here. Here we see that overall cost, how much cost is involved. Okay, as per this cost, either production is going in the good form or not. Now, the quality which we are making is actual a desired quality, or the actual is different from the desired. Now we see the schedules. What type of schedules we have given to the particular workers? Are they working as per the schedules, or they are taking more time, or they are wasting the time? So that overall thing is called controlling, and we are overall checking of the particular processes. Next one is behavior. Yes, the operation manager are concerned with how their effort to plan, organize, and control affect human behavior. Basically, we can say that a manager behavior is should be very effective, so that they can assign the task to the worker, or we can say uh, the he will check the proper processes are going in a good direction or not. If the manager is cooperative and coordinating, the worker or human behavior will affect. They also want to know how the behavior of subordinates can affect management. Obviously, behavior is a very basic feature to make anything which is related for the production processes, or efficiency of the particular process. So, their interest lies in the decision making behavior. So it is a proper diagram, and we can say operational functions are involved with each other. Okay, you can see there are three circles which are overlapping to each other, and here we see that this is the planning processes or scheduling the conversion system. In the second circle, we see that organizing for the conversion. And in the third and green circle, you see that overall production process, or we can say a conversion cycle, is totally linked with the planning and organizing. In the planning stage, we see that operational forecasting, product and process choices, operation capacity, facility location, and layout planning are here. We can say we establish these things, or scheduling conversion system. Next is organizing. In the organizing circle, we do job design, production and operation standards, work measurement, and project management. These term you will read, or we can say I will discuss in the upcoming lectures. Point to point, we will read about these topics. Next is a conversion process or a production cycle. Here we see how input is converted through the conversion process, and we found the finished good by the help of material control, managing of world class competition. Here we make the process as per the requirement or as per the customer demand. Now let's move towards the decision makings in production and operation management. What kind of decision production and operation manager will take before the starting of these processes? So first decision is called the strategic decision. Yeah, these decisions are related to produce, process and manufacturing facilities. It means strategy, how what kind of strategy we are going to make, and what type of product we are making. Either it is a product or it is a service, or what type of processes we use. It is an analytical process, either it's a synthetic process or mass production. That all will be decided in strategic decisions, and what type of manufacturing facilities we have, or what we have to establish for our particular production department. Second decision is called operating decision. It means these decisions are related to planning the production to meet the demand. Here we take the decision as per the planning, or to meet the demand of the customer, or the demand of the company, how to fulfill the customer satisfaction. Next is control decisions. These decisions are related to planning and controlling of the operations, such as day-to-day activities of the workers, quality of products and services which we are hired, what kind of workers we have hired, what kinds of activities we have assigned to their workers, the quality of that particular product, production and overhead cost, and maintenance of the machine. Everything comes under the control decisions. So these are the basic decisions which have taken by the production departments, which will take in, we can say, which will take in the further production processes. Next, the topic is what is the emerging role of production and operation manager, uh, or what is the need of production and operation department in our particular organization. So, as per these particular roles, what are the duties or responsibilities of a production manager and operation manager? So first of all, the first duty is automation the processes as per the latest technology. The first duty that is assigned to production operation manager is we have to work as per the time, as per the, we can say, the era which is going, the technological advancement. We have to work as per the technological advancement, or the processes will be automatic so that we can reduce the workers cost, or we can reduce uh, the overall handwork through the machines, because the work has done towards the automation. So it is very necessary to do the things in as per the technological advancement. Now, the next point is the strategic and tactical decision making. Yes, this is also a very important role of a production and operation manager, that he has to work, or he has to take the decisions as per the strategy we have made, we can say a tactics, what type of tactics we are using. Okay, that is also very important for a production manager, that he has to work in a smart manner. Next thing is scanning and adapting to the business environment, considering long-term relationship with both supplier and customer. Here, production manager role is a fast role, uh, to scan and adapt the business environment, right? How internal environment, how external environment affect the particular organization, either technological department, legal department, or legal environment, we can say, affect that particular, we can say, our organization, how the, we can say, the policies, government policies, the taxes, economy, we can say, implemented by the government, effect to our organization. So, production manager will check all these particular points and consider these for a long-term relationship, and with both suppliers and the customer. He will maintain a supplier and customer relationship with these kind of environment. Now, managing technological changes. Yes, here the work of production manager is also to consider that as per the technological changes, the product which we are making is as per the demand or not, or as per the technological changes, if it is obsolete, when we have to work for the enhancement or enrich our product. So it is also a very big responsibility of a production manager, that we have to work as per the technological changes. Now, if we are talking about the technological changes, just take an example of 5G SIM. There are a number of mobile phones which have only 4G assessment. But nowadays, the more new mobile phones have 4G as well as 5G assistant, so that we can use 5G SIMs in our mobile phones. But if the production has done as per only 4G, so the particular mobile phone will not support 5G, and it will become the, we can say, the demand of that particular product will down in the market. So we have to work as per the technological changes. Now, the next, or we can say, an emerging role is adopted the international quality standards, or thereby followed world-class manufacturing. Now, the another function of production and operation manager is to adopt the international quality standards. We have to compare our product as per the international department, or we can say international standards, for go with the flow of globalization era, because the things has advanced or the globalization has arisen all over the world. So how can we implement these policies so that we can go with the flow, or we can say the go with the different world class manufacturing, as we are making the products or electronic equipments, we can say the gadgets, as per the demand of overall world class manufacturing, then that will be sold or sold in the, we can say, in the future, or world class economy or world class globalization or internationalization. We can make our domestic products as per the demand of international market. As we see that China market is capturing the Indian market, or it is we can say they are selling their product in the Indian market and taking a lot of we can say earning a lot of money from Indian market. So we also can do this for the help of international quality standards. Next is encouraging research and development efforts. Yes, the particular we can say a production and operation manager works for to encourage the research department or encourage the development efforts. When we compare the product in the market, so we see that there are some different features which have implemented on other producers in the market. So we have to compare these products in already the product are available in the market, and then we see that our product need research of the features we can add through the research, and we check our product that what kind of problems are arises and how to remove these problems, how to solve these problems, or how to implement the better way to solve the customers, or we can say to find the customer satisfaction. Next is protecting the environment by following the pollution norms. Through the uh, different pollution norms, which have we have to fulfill these, because as per the new concepts, the government is working to save the environment, or there are number of green practices are launched in each and every department. So we have to think about to protect the environment. Is our chemical which we are using can harm the particular soil, which because we are going to throw that particular chemical after using. So water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, each and everything is a concern. We have to think about it, that we are going towards the environmental protection or not. So it is also our duty to protect our environment, so that because it's our duty, we have to save our earth. Next is adopting enterprise resource planning and solution. Here we have to make a proper ERP solutions, so that each and every person who is working in particular organization can be do their work in advanced manner. Next is following the value analysis and value engineering processes. Value analysis and value engineering then uh, means that how we add the value, or how we minimize the cost of our product, okay, and add more and more features in our minimum cost. That is called value analysis. And next is value re-engineering or engineering. It means to make the product from the first step to the last step in that manner that we can reduce the overall cost of each and every operation in the organization. So these are the rules which is very beneficial, or we can say which has to fulfill every manager in production and operation department. Now let moves toward the recent trends in production and operation management, or we can say what are the basic trends we can follow through the production and operation managers. Number one, number one is global marketplace. Yes, global marketplace uh, is a trend which have followed by each and every organization nowadays. So we have to work as per the demand or as per the time which is going nowadays. So global market is a, we can say, a vast term which is using by the different departments. Here we are working not only for a single country, here we are working for internationalization or globalization. Next is production and operation strategies. As we know that for a efficient production operation process, we have to make proper strategies, and we have to compare these strategies with the other company strategies, that are we going in a right direction or not. Now, the next thing which have to implement it in nowadays in production and operation management is total quality management. Total quality management is a term or is a different department in each and every organization which emphasize only for the quality management. Here, the work of that particular unit is how to manage the quality of your product. Okay, and what are the changes occur after the selling of the product, and how we maintain as per the quality standards. Okay, as we know that every company has taken a license for making a production. So are you able to satisfy or justify these particular license? Either your company in a ISO certification or not. So we have to justify the particular management process. Next is flexibility. Yes, flexibility is also a very, we can say, a very beneficial thing, as we have implemented in our particular organization, that after the changes needed, we need some changes to implement at each and every particular unit, each and every particular process, so we can do the change as per the requirement. Either it is machinery changes, either it is process change, either it is product change, then you can change, or you can, your organization will be flexible for the requirement or need. Next point is time reduction. It means a particular process is taking a lot of time, then how can you implement that kind of policies which can reduce the overall time has taken through the production processes. So we have to reduce the overall time of each and every operation. If slowly we have reduced the time, so the overall time taken by the production and operation process can be reduced. Next point is technology. How technology affect to your organization. So we have to work as per the need of latest technology, because the technology is advancing day by day. So we have to work as per the technology advancement. Next is workers involvement. That is also a very, you can say, a very needed, or it is very essential for each and every organization, that the workers who are working over your organization will work with full of involvement, with full of interest, or the working environment will be very effective for the workers, or safe as per the requirement of the workers. Next is re-engineering. Re-engineering of the product is a very important concern of each and every department. So as we need to re-engineering or to add some more features in already working products, so we can do as per the demand. Next is environmental issue. We have to think about if we are making cars, then we have to think that it is the fuel is or is the machineries which we have used in that kind of car are giving pollution or not. If the pollution, or we can say the overall machinery usage is giving or is we can say spreading pollution, so we have to think about it. Okay, so this session is complete, and I will meet you in the next session. Till then, thank you. 55 मिनट रह गए.